Hi everyone, welcome to ScoreCraft Play Session Live number 15. My name is Goni Peles and I'm joined by Yuval Adler, Shira Agmon, James Saunders, Ilan Small, and Taibah Orpin. The plan for this session is to continue exploring the achiever-killer conflict. Here's an example from the previous session. That's the best moments of Shira as a killer. And that was the minigame Touch. And in this session, I'd like us to try a similar killing mechanic in the minigame Gaps. That's an example from session 10. That's the fall scenario, which is based on gaps. And here the goal is to fall through the gaps and reach the bottom. The players move left and right according to the specified control scheme. In this case, it's diminuendo to move left and crescendo to move right. So that was the old gaps. In the new version, players can also choose to play as killers, and the idea is that killers start a little bit after the achievers, then they chase the achievers and try to touch them until they die. So that's what we are going to do in this session, and I think we are ready now for the first game. So switch to ScoreCraft's website, and new game, minigames, gaps already selected. So I'll increase the default track difficulty from very, very easy to medium. Let's start with medium. And allow killers on. And we will start with a delay of 3 seconds. So killers will start 3 seconds after the achievers. We'll see how it works, and we can also change it. We can also change the relative speeds of the killers and the achievers. And we can also set the control scheme. So achievers and killers can have different control schemes. For the first game, I'd like to try intervals for the achievers. So achievers move right by playing upward intervals and left by playing downward intervals. And killers will play glissandi. That will be their control scheme. Okay, I'll send the link to the players. Yes. Who wants to be a killer?
Me.
So
I
Shira
feel like
and
we've
Taibah.
got to keep the dream team going here.
Yeah.
So we can start with 2 killers and 3 achievers, and we'll see how.
So he selects achiever, right? Okay, got that.
Yeah.
So this is high and low, is it? Left and right?
It's downward and upward intervals.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sure.
It's still loading. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Now it's
Okay.
better.
Yeah. Okay, great. You can click start. Yuval.
Ah!
Let let them kill themselves.
Yeah.
Come to me, baby. I'm waiting.
Okay.
Yuval is dead. Everyone died. Oh, that's amazing.
Very quickly.
Okay,
We've
so
had a
Do we
lot
need
of
to
practice
finish-
at
But
this.
Goni, do
Yes,
we
it
need to finish the
shows.
game?
no, you're killers, you're not
Yeah.
achievers.
Okay.
It's either that or are we just racing to the end now?
Yeah. Okay, so shall we try with a longer delay for the killers?
Yeah, just let us get
Longer
started.
Maybe also, how was like perhaps the intervals is a bit challenging as a control scheme for the achievers? Maybe something easier.
Let's
Tricky.
try. I think we should try it one more time because I wasn't. I was just singing high and low notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Do
there
we
a?
need to have a gap between things? How does it? What's the kind of threshold for recognising it? Because I was finding if I was going, sometimes it would hear the remaining note.
Yeah. So
As-
you need
so-
you need to pause for at least half a second to reset the previous note.
Like that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Because otherwise it will like just need to kind of reset the reference because otherwise
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
going like that.
It just doesn't work out, which
Yeah.
is, yeah. That's fine.
Okay, so let me. I think I'll set the delay to 5 seconds just in case, and all the other settings can be the same. And I'll send the link. Suddenly there's a lot of background noise. I don't know if I'm the only one. hearing
Yeah, a little
it.
bit.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
I
it
can hear that
also.
too.
Sounds like someone's computer going.
Your fan's still going, Ivan?
Yeah, but my microphone is somewhat far away. Hold on, let me mute myself.
Yeah, it's you.
Oh yeah, totally Yuval.
It was me. Okay. Let's see if I can. Which microphone am I using? It's this microphone. Yep. Sorry about that.
Huh?
I wonder if I switch to the max microphone, does it know to filter its own fan out? Let's find out. How's that?
We've gone from a high white noise to lower sort of.
Yeah,
It's a white pink noise or something.
Which one do you prefer? Yeah, exactly.
I
What
think
flavor of
I
noise
think
do you like?
that one is like less
The lower one's
disruptive.
better, yeah.
So this one's better. Just keep this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, your voice is suddenly very kind of full.
Well, I mean, you
I
know,
think
this,
it's dropped.
this microphone is a tiny little, so
Yeah.
I guess the Mac has something a bit more.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Wait, I think it's not
We're waiting for someone. Ah, okay.
Oh, this is the worst outcome.
Oh, I'm very sorry, James.
Ah.
Got a bit further that time.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 5 seconds didn't make any difference.
It's
About
because
15
we're
minutes might be
triggered.
about right.
Because we're
Can I
triggered.
ask a question? When
Yeah.
we run into other achievers, so we're blocked?
So
Yeah.
yeah,
You
you
bounce off other people. Yeah.
yeah, you don't really bounce off. You just kind of
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah,
till
you're
you
stuck.
move and then
Um,
move again.
Because I feel like I got like stuck between an achiever and a killer, and the killer
Yes.
like killed me in the meantime.
yeah.
Yeah, I did
Human
basically
shield.
wait. I was like, "You're both moving towards me. I'll just stay here and see
Yeah.
what happens."
Okay, so I wanna. I think if we choose an easier control scheme, it might be.
Yeah,
better.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So let's go with
For the achievers.
yeah, for the achievers. So now the control scheme is going to be pitch, but just high and low. So high tones you move right, low tones you move left.
Is that
and
relative? Or,
It's relative to C4, to middle C.
okay.
So just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send you the link. By the way, background noise is
Not great.
yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
It might be me as well, actually, because my fans have just started going.
Hmm.
None of the computers can handle ScoreCraft.
I don't think my computer can handle much at the moment, to be fair. So. Okay.
Now it's not
Let me
better.
just see if I can. Hold on. I wonder if. So this is with noise suppression. Considering we're not
That's
doing
much-
anything
that's-
noise-based.
That's much better.
All right, let's do that. Considering
gone
we don't
completely.
have something noise-based for now, then.
Yeah.
Is that better for everybody else as well?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, good.
So
So,
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
click start. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. No.
Oh, that's just me. I'm gonna save the cat.
Sure, you're stuck.
Where is Guitar Lord?
He's at the top.
Is that on the
So
top?
Yuval,
Yuval finished?
Yuval finished.
remind me.
And
I thought he had disappeared, but I didn't realise he'd got that far.
Okay, we are waiting for you.
that's
can't
it.
go.
You're waiting for it. Damn. I thought I was going to try and hide it out. You might be waiting a while.
I found the stopping point.
This is very scary now. Run the gauntlet. Oops. Ah.
Yeah.
So I've developed
Now
the
what?
super mean strategy of if I just
just
wait
sit in
in
the
a
really-
small gap, then we
That's
can
right,
go
yeah.
through.
Good strategy there.
Um,
I thought you might not spot me and wonder where I'd gone, but I need the cheat code for the where you can go down the right-hand grey column. That'd be great.
I feel like for this, it could be quite interesting if there were gaps in like more than one place, so that like we almost can't just block the exit,
That's a
or
good
like
idea.
because it's a bit like with Yuval earlier, where it's kind of trapped at the end of the path, and the only way he could get like there is by
Yes,
basically
you
running
could-
into us as well.
Yeah, multiple routes would be interesting. Oh,
I would also maybe, I don't know, if it's possible, lower just a tiny bit the natural bounce. I mean, I don't know. I felt like it was just a little bit too much.
yeah.
we can actually try that. There's an option to change the natural bounce. It might make it easier because there's like with the bounce there's a timing thing because you need to make the
Yeah.
sound in the right moment, otherwise you kind of.
Yeah.
But we can
Yeah.
try it with the.
Can you choose if that's for everyone or just for the achievers as well?
No, it's like a property of the barriers.
Physics of the space. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is possible technically to kind of to change it, but not in the settings I have now. Yeah.
If there were 2 gaps in each sort of wall, I don't know. This is sort of, I don't know if this is interesting or it actually makes
That's
it
what I thought.
kind of.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm also wondering if like the killers would come from one side and like it's just like, well, which path are you gonna choose?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just kind of like, oh, the doom is coming, and then it's not. They
We'll
don't
have
need
to
to
do,
touch
like,
you for long. They
herding
only need to like
techniques or
tap
something.
you once, but it's about like you're sort of running between the 2 doors.
Yes.
trying
Yeah.
to...
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
I guess one issue with like coming from different directions is that if they miss, then it's kind of.
It's like one chance to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I don't know, like gameplay wise, how.
Yeah, there's something about being followed that I think is more
Sinister.
Yeah.
sinister. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Because the key. Yeah.
Did you want to say anything else?
Just more silly ideas. Like the killers could be like like Pac-Man, and they just go through. They go up and then they start from the bottom, or they go through the left and they shoot out the side from the right, or something.
Okay.
So the killers can just
I was
kinda...
thinking about kind of a sort of a power up healing potion-y type thing where if you're down to 20%, there could be a few spots you can hang around which boost you to give you a chance to finish. That'd be another way of doing it. But that's turning into a very different sort of game then, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, like a hospital or something in there.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
One bit of
area where
the
you
grey section is a little A&E.
Yes, right, yeah, exactly, yeah. Which might just get you through to the end.
So let's try with a lower barrier bounciness, and I wonder. If we make the killers a bit slower. Oh, not 0, but let's say 0.0.
Yeah, sounds good.
0.8, let's say, and thinking maybe they will need, so it will take them more time also to kill you. So let's take this down to 25 instead of 35. That's how much damage they inflict in 1 second.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's good. Gives you a chance to escape if you get caught then without just dying quickly. That's a good idea.
Yeah. And thinking about the control scheme, so Peach was obviously easier
Easier.
Yeah, much better.
I'll keep that for the achievers. For the killers, maybe we can try something more challenging. Maybe you will get the intervals now. So let's see how you.
The glissando sounded good from a kind of musical point of view. That was quite nice.
Yeah.
There's that sort of points and lines aspect.
Yeah. I was also thinking about it like kind of thematically. That's it's like the killers are coming. It's like something like that.
And us
A
going,
minor second count, so we can just go da 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 da. I now know how I'm moving. Da da
Yeah.
da da.
That's actually a good reason to choose the intervals. Let's try it like that, and maybe the also. Actually, I have an idea. Pitch confidence deviation. So that's for the killers. And pitch confidence deviation, it's like how much you change between pitched and unpitched. So I think it's left to just keep either pitched or unpitched sound, and then if you want to move right, then you need to just alternate between them. Yeah.
So it's pitch and noise, is
pitch
it?
and noise, yeah.
And sorry, noise is right.
So no, if you do something continuously, so like either noise or pitch, then you move to the left. If you alternate between them, then you move to the right.
Okay. So
I
something
don't
like.
Yeah, but that's for the killers, not for the achievers.
Okay.
Yeah. Some killing noises, but yeah. I don't
Wait, so if I go unpitched completely, that will still move me to the
left? I think so, yeah. I think it's, yeah. Yeah, so I sent you a link.
Oh, sorry.
And we're waiting for Ilan.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were waiting for Shira.
Yeah, we're also waiting for Shira. Do you want to take the role of, or let's Taibah. Let's see how it works with one killer.
Yeah.
Let's see how good I am as a lone shark. I don't know, pitch confidence is not filling me with confidence in my skills.
Should we press start?
Wait, just for Ilan.
I mean,
Oh no, he's here. Yeah. We can...
Is he? Okay. Just sorry. Yeah.
Ah, that was good.
I think we need to try this again now. I've actually got the hang of the control.
The less bounce was much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though
I would say that it's maybe actually a little too easy now.
Okay.
Let's do
Maybe
it.
you need to speed me up again, Goni. I've got hard enough time going.
Okay, so let's.
what I liked about this one, even though Taibah was supposedly far away, the three of us were sort of, kind of
Desperately
shoving each
trying to
other
get
aside, trying to get
Yeah,
through.
there's something very
One
human
of those
about
like
that,
every
isn't
man for himself scenes
Yeah.
from a zombie movie. Like, get out of the way.
there? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I speed you up, Taibah, and let's shorten the delay. And I'll keep it as is. With the keep the barrier bounciness slow. Was better for you. Looks like. Okay, and Shira is back, so we have another killer. Okay.
Can I just ask what notes people are playing for the three of us who are running away?
I was playing G and G before.
G and G. Okay, I could do B and B. Must be good.
Should I go
And
to the
Yuval, you're
last
going to
week?
do
Last week?
I'll
D
improvise.
sharp. No. Ah,
D
you-
sharp, yeah.
Goni.
Yeah.
The last link is
The last
one you
link
sent?
is the one I sent. Yes, with UX DMZ.
I don't see one with a UX yet.
yeah, me
Oh,
too.
maybe I haven't
Yeah.
sent it. Okay, now I sent it.
There we go.
Hey.
Hey.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's start.
ready?
Here goes.
Shira, for you it's unpitched and yeah, it's a different control
Wait, I'm just after Yuval now.
I didn't get any damage, and we definitely. Oh, I did. Okay.
You did,
It was
Yeah.
maybe too slow.
Yeah. I feel you did a great job as an achiever there. I just want to throw that out there. You may not have been my role. Shira, land on someone.
It's interesting with this one. It's of all the games we played, this is the one that's where the settings seem to be absolutely crucial to get a balance, don't they? In a way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Most of them. It's,
So I think we've spent more time on than any other game I've played trying to get the parameters right so that it produces a, kind of that optimum window of competitiveness. Because at the beginning we were just hopeless and you just caught us before we even got to the first thing, and now we're pretty much racing away from you. So it's really interesting. It's a difficult one to balance, I think.
Yeah. I think it also changes because you become better as you
Yeah.
play. So I think now, for example, it's time to make it more challenging for you. Maybe switch
Yes.
the control scheme. So
I think the control schemes. It's funny, isn't it? Because it's what's the thing that's creating the difficulty, and I think that the control scheme. I think that obviously the pitch high and low is easier, and the bounce is easier. I wonder if you made the bounce higher, whether we'd struggle to control it. Whereas I think I know what I'm trying to do. It's just harder to do it. I think if you change the sort of pitch consistency thing, my brain has to work out what I'm trying to do as the complexity. So it's where the complexity lies for us that slows us down. I think.
I think it does make a difference when it relies on there being like multiple sounds or intervals, because you have to have that pause. So it takes it a bit longer to work out where you're going. Whereas with something continuous like
Yes.
a bliss or a note, you instantly go from one
Yeah,
way
you
or
can
the
control
other.
it.
Yeah.
Whereas
You can
with the other
actually control
one, like
Yeah.
there's that moment where I'm doing a pitch, but before I make noise and then it's alternating, you're still going to
Yeah.
be going in the other direction.
Yes. It's
so
like a cruise liner trying to turn.
Yeah, it's not loads, but I think it does slow you down
Yeah.
a little bit as well.
Yeah, there's different types of slowing down. Mental,
I mean,
navigational.
I mean, it could be interesting if you had what Shira and I are doing with the intervals again, because I feel like as control schemes, they work in quite similar ways.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's still easier with the pitch, but what I could do is maybe, let's see, slow down a little bit the achievers actually. So killers,
Or maybe make us faster, no?
yeah, I already slowed the achievers down, so I think that's fine, and add the bounciness. So now bounciness is medium. Achievers control using pitch, low, high, and killers control with intervals. So upwards intervals right, downward intervals left. Killer delay is 3 seconds, and killer attack, that's maybe something in between what we had before and what we have now. Okay. Send the link. Okay.
There you go. I think we can go back to equalizing our control schemes so that they're the same.
Yeah.
I love the little hocketing thing you're doing though. It's really nice.
So either we make it harder for you as achievers.
Well, if we
or
have the same control scheme, I think it'll.
Yeah, if you give us all pitch high and low, and see how that goes.
We can try that. I think like
I think when I said about the intervals, I meant if they had the intervals and we still had the sounds. Was what I was thinking. I think it's when it's like two things where it requires pauses rather than like we have a different thing that requires pauses. I think that makes a difference because of like it takes longer to recognize which way you're moving, so that sort of slows you down quite a lot anyway, no matter how far you move when you move.
Okay, so I misunderstood you. I think we have time at least for one more game. Do we? Because can we? Yeah.
Almost good.
So
I really think that we should also that we should have the same control scheme, and that preferably I think that the single pitch is a little. I mean, maybe it's a little too easy as a control scheme.
We can try with the same control scheme, maybe something else, and see how it works like in terms of competitiveness. I thought that like to have a different control scheme is a kind of a way to articulate musically.
I think some of them
different
would
roles.
work. I think pitches and glissers would work as two control schemes because I think you move about as fast with both of those.
Do you mean like intervals for the achievers, or as it was now?
No, so I mean, if the achievers are doing pitches and then Shira and I do the glissandos up and down, which we did at the start.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
You mean intervals by pitches?
No, so
No, I meant just
High
the
or low.
one pitch, so high or low.
Oh, okay.
and for the killers, for you it's glissandi. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's keep all the other settings the same. I mean, that was like, because we talked before about having different control schemes for different players in gaps, and I thought like combining that with different roles is a way of making it like not just kind of an arbitrary, okay, he's doing with that control scheme, he's doing with the other control scheme, which of course could work in some scenario, but yeah, that was
have
kind
a
of
frantic version where every wall that you pass, you change control scheme randomly.
Could you imagine some of them where you bounce up between the walls though?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you're
You get, like,
making
10
one
different-
noise and it's like, now I need to do pictures!
that must be
Like,
a very bad,
up the...
yeah, like
That's-
a very
let's-
pointillistically.
Yeah. That's expert level ScoreCraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait,
sign me up.
isn't this medium level, did you say? For the
the
gaps?
Yeah, so that's why you have like some areas with more like denser array of barriers, and others where it's kind of more, there's like longer
Open, yeah.
space. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
want
that
to know
balance.
what hard is.
Like hardest is just lots of small, like lots of small gaps, and you need to change. By the way, there's also high level of bounciness if you want to try that.
Not right now.
Let's put that in the experts feature
Yeah,
list.
exactly.
Yeah.
One for the ScoreCraft Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can start. I
Okay.
click start.
Yep.
Yeah. There's Shira.
James, you're killing me.
Come on, Taibah.
Get him first.
Damn. Cheers.
Oh no.
See, that's the trick. Make me laugh and then I move off my shelf.
That's very good. That was great.
I think that was like the closest.
Yeah, that was a good balance.
The trouble I find is if Shira and I are both going in the same direction, we just end up killing each other trying to chase after
Yeah.
the achievers.
Yeah.
That's
So
why,
you,
that's why
so
I
if
went
you
on
touch
my
each
own
other,
little, like, yeah.
you lose. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Although, I'm sure, like, oh no, it is the same this time. I was sure one time, like, Shira was more alive than I was after we both touched each other, and I was like, how did that happen?
Is there a way? You know, if we get to the point where this actually becomes quite competitive, is there a way that perhaps if the killers touch each other, it boosts the energy on the achievers, so that you're trying to avoid touching each other and touching us, and if you touch each other, then it helps. I don't know. I'm just thinking there might be. I think again, it's one of those really careful balance things.
I feel like when we kill each other anyway, it kind of, that's quite a good
Yes, I suppose in a
incentive
sense
for us
it's
to
the same
avoid
thing,
each
isn't it?
other.
Yes, that's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I
That's
like
great.
this aspect actually, that you can kill each other.
Yeah,
Taibah,
it's good.
did you say that you noticed that you didn't have the same health for a moment?
I think on the first round we didn't, but I don't know why that was or what was going on, maybe.
Okay,
Or I
have a
might
look,
have just not been reading properly.
because I did fix an issue around that, so I thought I solved the problem, but maybe I didn't solve it. So
I
I'll
might
have
have
a look.
also just been reading the wrong player. That is a possibility as well.
Yeah, because I didn't notice that also.
Great. What do you think like now about the option of having multiple gaps, like multiple ways? Do you still think it could be a good thing or
I think it could be interesting because if you noticed, I don't know if you noticed in the last game, I sort of got pushed behind by the achievers, and then got stuck behind.
Yeah.
So it would be cool if I had some kind of chance.
Way out.
Like way to
Yeah,
escape.
way
Way out.
Yeah.
I think it's whether it's on every level or whether it's only on some, because it's kind of like a similar thing for me at the start with where I'm trying not to kill Shira, but I want to chase after the people going. Is if you
Yeah.
like, even if it's you don't for all of them, if there is a chance that if we're both in the same level, one can go one way and one can go the other, then
Yeah.
we can both be like following and moving forwards rather than kind of being worried about getting stuck in small gaps where we're just going to take each other out.
Okay. So
Be interesting to try one with actually quite a lot of gaps, almost to the point where it's sort of lots of dotted lines, so that it's they don't necessarily line up, but there's points where it's sort of the balance between line. It'd be a quicker game perhaps, but you can sort of find different routes through.
I also think it'd be quite interesting to try it like we did before, where you've got the sort of multi-level almost ones where you do have like one board, and then when you get to the end, the control sort of finishes. Because sometimes it's like with this one, where sort of I guess both of us had sort of almost caught up with Yuval and sort of James, but we were just like not quite quick enough. So if there was another level we went through to, we might have got it.
But I think you caught up because I was blocking Yuval from getting out.
Yeah.
Although that nearly didn't pay off because he carefully moved out of the way there, which is brilliant.
But
That was really
Shira-
nice. I didn't take
Shira
a moment
was-
to spot. It's like, oh no, actually.
But Shira was
Yeah.
quite close to you actually before you did
Yeah.
that move.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I moved to expose him so that he has
Yes,
to move
yeah.
forward, so that I'm not the
it's
one
very
taking
good.
the hit.
It's good. It took me a moment to realise that, and I thought, why is my health going down? Oh no!
Shira is on the way.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's really good.
Good. Yeah.
I really like the sort of two-level aspect of this, of different roles. I think it's really good. It's a fun one anyway, but I think with that it gives a different sort of experience.
Yeah, great. I think we can conclude here. There's like lots of stuff for me also to think about, and especially the multi-gap levels that would be like how to design them. That is something to think about. Great. Any more comments before we finish?
I think that it could be cool, just as an idea, to add a randomization feature, and maybe have it so that at the beginning you have to figure out what your control is. I don't know. Just
Ooh,
something
wow,
that
an
I thought
anonymous control scheme. Wow, that would be... that would cause a lot of... I don't know if it's... with the killers, that'll be really...
I mean,
Because
they
like
have
there's a reason
Yeah,
to
you
hurry up and
you-
get out of
you-
there.
yeah, you would have to maybe add more of a gap till the killers come after you, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
So-
not, just let it be
so
chaotic.
It changes each level, or it's just when it starts you
It's
don't
a
know
random.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you don't see the labels of what you're doing. That's what you mean, Ilan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's randomized. You don't see it,
Yeah.
and it's randomized. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be really mean, it's different for every player. That would be
That's
like
that's
an extra
that's sort of,
layer.
that's sort of what I
And
meant.
it,
I
and
didn't
it
know that was
changes
gonna be
every barrier.
Well,
Yeah.
on the bright side, from the perspective of a killer, while everyone's trying to figure out the control screen,
Yeah.
and I'm literally
Well,
just like
you need to
dropping
figure it
down
out
in
too,
a straight
so-
line, we can just fall on top of you, and that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like the sound of figuring out the controllers.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be like a lot of kind of testing. Like
Yeah.
quite loud. Like you would look for extremes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the
Quite
beginning
quite
of
loud.
Wordle. What's your strategy for like the first couple of guesses? You know, to like try the most number of combinations of pitched
guess
and
the
unpitched and
question
going
is-
up and down. And
Is if you find something that works, like it's whether you're going like, or something like that, where it's like two really different things, and it's like, well, that works, so I'll just keep doing both because I don't actually know which one it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first
true.
session, like playtest session we had in OSL, when I didn't give any instructions and you were kind of just moving
working out what
around.
was going on.
Yeah. And it's actually really easy to confuse pitch and loudness, because there's like a tendency to
Higher when
sing,
you're loud, when you're
loud and
Yeah.
high and quiet and low. So, but yeah,
Hey,
that's-
just one thing. If we were doing that, would there be like a certain number of parameters that you would know it would be within? Or could it be literally anything? So you could introduce a new parameter and no one would know at all what it was. But
I don't know. The feature doesn't exist yet. Ilan, what were you thinking?
I feel like when I was thinking about it, I felt like it would have to be in like in a parameter space. Like you couldn't have it be an infinite possibility of things, because then probably most games no one would figure out what it is ever. Maybe that could be fun as well, just sitting for hours and trying to figure out what you're moving.
I think it's also it depends what the thing is that creates the game-like complexity. So in that case, it becomes, can you work out what the thing is the guessing game. Whereas at the moment when you know, the game is actually the race aspect. So
Yeah,
I think
I
it
feel
shifts the focus of what it is.
I feel like that one would be a different game where you've got one
Yeah.
gap to go through. And you
Yes,
just
yeah,
drop
yeah.
down
You
and
just
you're
gotta
trying
wait,
to
you
move
gotta-
like
that's
left
it.
or right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really simple, but hard to work out what the thing to get right is.
Yeah.
That would be one gap actually, but randomised controls.
Yeah.
First one to do it wins. That's really good.
Or what would be quite funny with that actually would be if you had the board, you had one gap at the bottom, and it's almost like one of those things where it's falling down and you have to try and get it before you hit the line.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's nice.
That's a different game altogether, but yeah.
Definitely a different game, but I feel like that'd be quite fun because you've got almost like 30 seconds of panic of just I need to work out how to move in either direction.
Yeah, and once you hit the bottom on a line rather than the actual winning line, that's it. You can't move or something. Yeah, exactly.
It might
If we're in
also
crazy idea land, have it be a Tetris game, and every block is a new control scheme, and you're like, and, you're like trying to move it to the thing.
Is this
Yeah.
where you
You're
have
creating
different
your own
controls
gaps,
to
basically.
rotate it as well?
Oh,
so it's
wow,
like,
yeah.
it's turning left and I want it to go right.
I just had the idea of like combining it with the bounciness, so you don't die, but you just kind of you bounce back to the
You
top.
bounce
of
really
the,
high.
Really high. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We
I just-
finally see that high bounce.
I just want to say that I mean I had what you just said happen to me anyways in this game, meaning I couldn't get my throat to sing high enough, and I kept going left in the beginning, and in the end I died because I just couldn't sing high enough.
Sing high enough.
the moment.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so
It's good.
Great, that's
Great.
lots of ideas. Really useful.
Too many, but
You never know. Yeah, great, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Great, really
Thanks for playing.
thank you.
Thanks for watching for our viewers. And I hope to see you in the next session.
See you then.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.